getting that. Turn the wind down. So, yeah, the whole stalking thing, that didn't really pan out, if I'm going to be honest. I thought I'd get a lot better reactions. They obviously ain't there, you know what I mean? I've been sat up there for 5 bloody, like a dickhead. Been sat up there for 5 evenings. When I left the other night, remember I said it ain't happening. One comment in 5 evenings, I think 6 evenings. Quite a bit of bait went out as well. Oh, I saw a terrapin. Fucking terrapin was right underneath it for about 5 minutes, mopped me right out. I mean, depending on where you're fishing, what sort of water you're fishing. I mean, if you're in Sonning or places like that, you know, a low stock water, one common, get on that. That's a sign. That's a proper sign there. But I know this lake, and that ain't nothing. They ain't in there. I came round here that evening, and a fish banged out about there, but over the back line. Massive, but not massive. 20s, big 20, big golden common. I'm like, fucking, they're all down here, aren't they? Or in the main body. So yeah, again, there's a stalking swim over there, right? But it's right on the main road. Remember I said earlier, but I'm away from the main lake over there. I love it. But over there, mate, you get about 20 dogs an hour. I couldn't handle it. It done my head in. I tried it last year for a bit. Fucking Jesus, they were pissing up the bag, the dog shit everywhere. I was like, animals, man. I know the dogs are animals, but animals, I hate it. So I've come round here and I'm fishing blind. Chances are I'm going to get a 16, a 17, but you never know. I just couldn't resist it, basically. Give it a go, innit? Love it. The wind's supposed to be up all night. Oh, the PVA test. Dig that. See all that shit. Fucking brilliant, man. Like, really good. So now, yeah, squeeze nugget, 5 bits of lead, got my splint, bottom bait. Now from that video, I'm sort of like guaranteed. I know how that's going to sit when it's out there. I've got so much confidence. Do you know what I mean? Any other rig, I'd be thinking, oh, I don't like that. I've had a little play about. I sort of know the lake anyway, so I know what's out there roughly. Fairly hard bottom. Little bits of strandy weed. See the coots diving down and coming up with it, shaking their head. If a coot comes up, shakes his head, that means it's weed and it's dislodging the snails off the weed, sort of thing. Good sign, cast to it. Maybe. Whatever. Got the mixed baits thing happening. Thing with the mixed baits, you can't always guarantee what you're getting. I mean, it's Jeff Bowers as well, by the way, right? But I didn't have enough time to turn them into mouldy baits. Just sort of ran out of time. I only bought them yesterday. They've been in the motor a bit, but there was none of the nut ones. You know the nut ones before we done the other lake. I have found one. Oh, that's on the bait. Oh, I've left that out there, right, because I didn't have time to go through the whole mould process. I've gone through the baits, and I have to do it by feel now. Yeah, it's sort of like a nice, like the hard. Some are soft, some are big, some are small, some are whatever, some are harder. So I've gone for a harder bait, which I've found these two. This colour, it's like a fish mealy, salmony thing. I don't care what it is, to be fair. I know it's fucking backed up with flavours and additives and all the rest of it. I know it's tip top. So the harder the better. I've found one of the nut ones. There's loads of nut in here, but they're all 14 mils or barrels or. So I found one of the 20 millers and I've left out on that bucket in the sun for about 20 minutes, half hour. That might, I don't know, it might just make it go a little bit harder for the craze, or I don't know, just a nice hardish hook bait I like. Regarding, you don't, check this out. Now there was an old story why I got into mouldy baits and all that shit. Yeah, read in pursuit of the largest terrier. There's another chapter by someone else who fishes the car park lake, banged out a truckload of pellet or emp or something like that. Right? Apparently it was there for like a month and a half. Yeah, no one would go near it. He was even getting worried about it, sort of thing. It went like yellow and it was all bubbling up and shit like that. Right? I think he even said he might have to go in and get it all out, right? Came back the next day, gone. He said spotless. And it just stuck in my head. I thought, yeah, why is it that we're sold on the fucking flavours? Do you get me? Like the strawberry creams. What are fish actually like? I mean, they eat dead fish, don't they? And they suck the eyes out and all that. So maybe we're going down the wrong track. I mean, it might be nice for them, do you know what I mean? Nice smelly bait, but I don't think not going down the other track's a bad thing either, you know what I mean? Use your scopex, use your squid, use your thing, but a manky bait. Someone told me WD-40 once. He said, try it. Some dude went fishing and there was an old school fella ran the burger bar in the lake. Yeah, it sounded like, well bizarre. But he said, you want to get on the old WD-40 and all that. So my mate turned up at work, he said, Kel, try WD-40. I said, shut up, idiot. But then you start thinking about it, you think, well, why wouldn't that not work? I'm not saying use WD-40, don't kill the fish or anything, but, you know, proper outside the box here, yeah? So, we're going to check this shit out, right? Now, I've had these in my bag since day one of the other lady. Mate, it's even gone, there's like orange bits on that now. That used to be brown. Like shit, you know, that's not focusing. Can you see that all right? But that used to be brown, man. It's too bright. Yeah, yeah, check, see it? Like a bit of blue cheese, man. Like there's lumps hanging off it and shit. Right, like turn around, goes orange. Look at that. Now I've had the whole rig in there. I've had the whole rig and everything in that bag. Give it a go, man. I'm gonna bang that out tonight. It's a nice hard bait. It's 24 mil, whatever. I shouldn't get brained out on it. You never know. I've got my 5 bits of lead. I've got my PVA test. Float it down with that. Bait's tip top. I've got a truckload of particle and I've got about 5 kilo. I ain't doing the one night, huh? I'm doing one night. Again, I've got work in the morning, Sunday night. I've got work in the morning. So I've got 5 kilo there, 6 kilo, 7 kilo in my bag, and I've got about 5 kilo particle. I'm gonna bang the fucking lot out, so what? They're fish, man. They're fish and they're hungry. Do you know what I mean? Give it to them. If they're not hungry, they won't eat it. It ain't going to waste. Another fish will come in, or the craze, or tomorrow. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'll tell you what I get tonight. And I'm sort of mentally already fishing tomorrow night as well, do you know what I mean? I'll probably do Monday and Tuesday down here as well. Work in between, but give it a go, man, innit? Happy days. So we're gonna, I just love that. Can you see the wings? Oh, percentages as well. Another little thing, percentages, yeah? It's not all about the fishing. Everyone's been sort of mugging it off and all that, right? Well, not everyone. I'm getting some wicked responses and selling a truckload. But those that are mugging it off, do one for a start, yeah, right? But well, think about your own karma, do you know what I mean? That's the percentage, your karma, how you approach a lake. Do you know, I've taught my boys from the age of like 7, leave a lake, you turn around and you say thank you. Thank you, lake, for whatever it done for you. You might have had a fish, you might have had a good sunset. Just turn around and say thank you. I learned that in the Philippines, right? I pissed up a palm tree. And the dude I was with, he was Filipino. We was all having a drink night. He said, I sort of finished, you know. Everyone else was pissing up a bit. He said, oh, say Kakawa Abu. I said, you what? He said, say that. I said, why? He said, that thanks the spirits, all the people, all the things that live on that tree. I was saying and laughing, yeah, he said, just do it, man. That's all right. And it's sort of, you know what I mean? I thought, fucking yeah, nice tree, I'm pissing up here, why not say thanks? So, another percentage. I've just been over to I've gone and got one of these. Half jacket, obviously. But you know why? There's a lot of kids come down here in the summer, yeah? And the other day, we was out there, right? And these 2 birds fucking got in, yeah? They were steamed up, right? They was about 14 years old, yeah? And I was watching them, I was thinking, this ain't gonna end well. And it got to the point where I nearly had to go in. I was like quite worried for them. she was sort of going under, but she turned around. She had a dress on and like, do you know what I mean? It was like, fucking do it. And she was about 100 metres, man. And I was thinking, I said to my mate, I said, we're going to have to go in here. And I was fully clothed, do you know what I mean? Freezing cold. So a percentage. Now I'm ready, man. If someone KOs himself, one of the young uns, my boys at that age, I'd hate to imagine getting that cool. Yeah. Percentage, man. Environment, the sort of like earth, the yin and the yang of it all. Viper rig. Why not, dig it? Change, give it a go, you ways. Mugging it all off then, just use a Ronnie rig. This is a bottom bait rig, that's what I'm trying to achieve, a bottom bait rig. Oh, by the way, bottom bait rigs, pop-ups, wafters, free lining meat, it works on every single scenario. Like proper good on anything. Give it a go, man, I'm telling you. Well, I'm sick of telling you to give it a go. You either know or you don't. And I ain't really bothered no more anyway. Check that out. Ooh. Yeah, so I've got some nice food. And we're all happy days. Got some great bait. Mate mugged me off the other day about me bait from the sports shop. Kids, don't listen to that idiot. I swear to God, right? You're trying to save money here. You can use whatever you want, right? Whatever you choose to see fit, right? That bait's all right. I've had fish on a bait like that. Just the garam masala thing just boosted it up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Get the fish in. Doesn't matter. You can use rice. Tell you what, if you ain't got no money, bang some rice on the ball. Put in go and get a tin of mackerel. Whack that in at the end of it and some chili peppers or something. Mate, I swear to God, still bait. Do you know what I mean? But I used to sell bait, right? He probably didn't know this, right? Fair play to him, whatever. Getting it done his own work. I had a bait company for 40 years. Do you know what I mean? Fucking had a great time. Jeff Bowers used to supply me, yeah? Best bait going, I think. You might disagree, but so what? A good bit of information is how I used to sell it to people, like the notion of frozen bait. Because this was about 15 years ago. Not everyone really sort of used frozen bait, you know what I mean? I used to say, you've got to think of it like a human being. Shelf life haven't got the vitamins. They can't have the vitamins because they're going to rot. So that's, you've got to see it, that's your Mars bar. Yeah, that's sort of like your Mars bar food, you know what I mean? Shelf life Mars bar. Now your frozen bait, it's like your roast dinner, do you get me? It's got all the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals that you can't have in a shelf life. It's just impossible. Now Mars bars are all right, but from a human point of view, I used to say, imagine seeing a Mars bar on the floor, what are you going to do? You're going to pick it up, it's brand new, in the wrap, but you're going to eat it, ain't you? I said, imagine seeing another one, right? What are you going to do? Eat half of it maybe, or the whole lot? I said, what if you see 15 Mars bars, right? And that's all that's out there. You're going to be sick of them, ain't you? You ain't going to eat them. And after a while, your body will be craving it. It'll be telling you, man, this is no good. We need something else. We need vitamins. You get that sense inside yourself, don't you? No different. Honestly, frozen bottom baits, if you can get your head around that, that's your roast dinner right there, packed. And they'll just keep eating it. They'll just keep coming back. But in between that, or scattered in that, get your cheap shit. Keep the cost down, man. Wait, don't listen to that. Mate, I'm proper stoked. Yeah, so far margin there, yeah. Staying away from the far margin. Never been a good... Remember the thing the other day where I said you're too close? I'm going to fish about 20 foot, maybe 15 foot off that margin. I'm going to proper bait it up the whole area. I'm going to put a massive lump with the throwing stick in the middle somewhere and then fish either side. Well, that's to let you know, I'll let you know how this one goes. Yeah? Sweet dudes. Peace out. Oh, PVA test out. I've got so much confidence. I'm casting that out. I can see that tank test. I can see what's happening. Do you know? Oh, brilliant. Love it. What a day. My missus is coming down there later with cheeseburger, chips and a small doner. Love it. Right, anyway, I'm gonna let you, I'm gonna get some shit sorted out. Smell you later, dudes. guess what happened there then? Fucking thing. I'm sick as a dog, man. If I'm going to be honest, we've all been here, haven't we? I know, I'm going to get over it or whatever. So what, 2 hours down here? I've had one of the head bailiffs come down, had a good old chat, man. Nice fella, that, I tell you. Opened up a lot of the water for me. Told me about all this and all that. Really, really sort of helped. But didn't help. So that I had the right hander. That one. I've got one over there. I've got one over there, and I've got one here. That one. Fucking tore off, man. No, so I had a bream when he was here. Then I had another bream while he was here. So that was quite cool. I thought fucking Riggs doing all right, that. I ain't gonna start counting, but I know I counted 10 on the last time. I ain't gonna start counting bream. But 2 takes, man. 2 bream takes in half hour, and then I banged it out. It was a bit early, so I just recast it. Didn't do no PVA, mind you. The splint was all right. The splint was intact. I just banged it out. He was here, sort of thing. He went, mate. 20 minutes later, like that. I'm like, and I lifted up, and you know the greatest feeling in the world in fishing, that bang, bang, just went, and I'm like, oh, and it kited over to there, and then it come. I thought it was going to go around here, but it didn't. I sort of played it. Every time it went over there, I let off a little bit, and it sort of brings it in a little bit. I think the harder you pull, if it's kiting, the harder you pull, the harder it pulls, and you sort of end up in a battle. I think if you just give it a little bit of, just give it some, it sort of brings it in, but you can almost steer it. But anyway, I'm steering nothing really, am I? Fucking steering this, steering that, steering it all the way around here, and then it went down there. It went down there, look. Just literally down there. That first green bit of tree. Now, then, big fizz come up, massive fizz come up, and then all this shit started appearing. Look, all this started poking up. There's a big bit here, look. This is, that rose up out of the water, you know, it rides up out of the water. Fucking thing, look. So I'm lifting it up, the fish gone. Whoa. I see it, no, I see it about 4 or 5 times. 26, 27, 28, common. Real pale one, you know the pale ones you get? With really nice, it looked like it had a nice like scale sort of colour and pattern, immaculate. I just see it gliding by, banging. I thought, fuck it, do you know what I mean? It hadn't lifted his head up yet. I didn't see that bit of it. But man, it went over. Oh, sick. So yeah, just to let you know, so that sort of thing, no big deal. Get over it. What's the time? I don't know. Half 5, 6. Again, we've all been here, haven't we? Fucking thing. Sorry if I keep swearing, but I'm pissed. Maybe I should have given it more. I don't like giving it some, you know what I mean? I've never been that way. Just sort of let it play out. Just dance, innit, sort of thing, do you know what I mean? Dance nothing. I'm dancing on my own at the end. I was the bird going home on me with no one to get me. Anyway, whatever. Look at that. Oh, you want to see this side? I don't normally turn my fish around. I normally get a quick shot and job done. But check it. I mean, that's nice. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, what? I'm just tripping out, man. A magical moment between, you know, I've invaded its land and I've been rewarded with that. Look at it. That is sick, man. His mouth, man. Viper rig, mate. Percentages haven't. Look, they're out there now. I can hear them. Yeah. Yeah. So it made up for the other one. The other one would have been 4 times as big, mine. But look at that. That is stunning. Yeah. Thank you. Honestly, I've so needed that. Peace out, man. Yeah. Yes. Mate, that's like an hour in between. That's 3 fish tonight. Lost one of them. Forget that. Man, look at the drip coming down. That's sick. Full on, man. Full on. Yes. Let's get up. But we're getting them. Whatever's out there, we're sort of nicking. That's all right. Check it out. Nice fish, man. Let's have a look at that. See, I don't really get to see them. Oh yeah, look. Cool, look at that. I didn't expect that. Yeah, that's a nice fish, man. Just beautiful. Having a great night. Imagine being in that bay still. Look at it. That's 4 fish in about 3 hours, 4 hours. Fish an hour, man. Yeah. Check my shit out, right? So I don't know what I think it's about 3:30, yeah. 3:30. Woke up at 3 o'clock. I knew something was wrong. Yeah, I've had what? The lost one, the other one. I think that's the 4th. 3 o'clock. Knew I was dozy. So the birds were waking me up and that, and I knew something was wrong, man. Too many fish out here for nothing to happen. Wound one in. Weed round the shank, so the hook weren't going to rotate ever. Got the other one in. Same problem. Right, just a little strandy weed, right? Literally, so I'm out here. We've got a mess here now, look. Sticks everywhere, but check this shit out. So, literally, had a smoke, right? Banged them both out, put out 1/2 kilo with a throwing stick, had a smoke. Bang, like that, right out the right. Literally, honestly, I swear to God. 2 minutes he'd been out there. Bang. So that's gone. I'm playing that one. I got it down to here with the net. I got the net already and all that. Yeah. So I'm right next to me, Stephen Neville. Beep. I'm going fucking. I'm not even near the line. Heard the clutch going, mate. So I've had to play that. I've had to stick the rod in my sort of legs like that. Yeah. So I'm down here like that. I've had to grab that one with the other hand. So at a certain time, I've got 2 rods in like one hand. I'm going like that. That one there has kited proper left, man, bigger. So I thought, fucking what? Mate, the skills involved, what I had to do there, you ain't gonna believe that. I had to put this one on the tree, right? Winding with my sort of like spare hand. I'm going like that off the net. Oh, it was a nightmare. I finally got it on about 7 foot of line and it was just bouncing. I tightened up my clutch, concentrated on this one. Yeah, proper brace, man. Look, I've got one of these things here. Look, I've got one of these things, mat thing, right, the net thing, but bone dry, haven't used it. The rat's it, hole in it, look. I put a load of bait in it, the rat's fucking it, hole in it. So yeah, a genuine brace, man. I'm gonna get them out and deal with them. Proper stoked. Check the swim out. Viper rig, what's that fucking... I've had 3 bream as well. 3 bream, 4 5, 6, 6. Yeah, I can't, man. And it ain't even time to go to work, man. What's going on here? All the rest of it, but look at that. And a proper, yeah. Number one of a brace, man. An original brace, same time takes and everything. Look at that. Yeah, stunning. That's my 5th fish, man. Just absolutely beautiful. Put that in the light. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes, mate. First night and all, huh? Not the first night on the lake, but do you know what I mean? From the process, check it. Look at the drips coming off the fins. I love it. Just get a fucking look at it. Yeah. Yeah, nice.